What is good, Tesla family? It's your boy Ray J back with another video, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about the one and only Tesla, why I'm extremely bullish for the somewhat near-term and long-term futures. I'm going to be talking about the latest pieces of news that just came out that are affecting the overall market. I'm also going to be talking about the latest pieces of news affecting Tesla that make me super excited as well. I'm going to end this video by talking about the latest tweets that just came out from the man, the myth, the legend himself, Elon Musk. But before I do talk about Elon Musk and all that good stuff, I do have to mention a couple of things. First off, I'm not a financial legal or taxation expert, so don't take this as financial legal or taxation advice. Everything in this video is solely for entertainment purposes only. And also, if you guys can, please smash that like button if you want to see more videos like this. It not only benefits me, but benefits the entire Tesla community as a whole. And the last thing is, if you guys can, please check out the Moomoo link in the description. If you guys do sign up, you can get up to 5 free stocks, each worth up to $3,500. With all that said and done and out of the way, let's get on with the video. So looking at Tesla, it is a little bit in the red right now. However, it's nothing to be too concerned about because it's showing consolidation, which is a very good sign. Now, the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq are in the green for today, and this is not necessarily proof that we are in a phase of capitulation. That doesn't mean that the market is fully recovered just yet, because there are some pieces of news leading to some fear and uncertainty right now. So as you guys know, there is the variant of the virus, which is leading to more travel restrictions, more mask mandates, and possibly a more larger push for people to get booster shots, according to Joe Biden. Now, I'm not going to make my opinion on whether that's good or bad, but I do want you guys to know that this is affecting the overall market. It's leading to uncertainty. People are not sure if there are going to be more lockdowns, and there is some fear there as well, because people are not sure about how concerning or how serious this Omicron variant is yet, and this to me is just leading to more uncertainty. Now, I do want to add this right over here. Jerome Powell is starting to address inflation, and even though he's doing this, it doesn't mean it's the end for the market, because I still see 2022 as a pretty good year for the overall stock market. But I do want to note that there is probably going to be some ups and downs here and there because of inflation fears. Now, Jerome Powell is finally mentioning it, and that, in my opinion, did affect the market yesterday. And today there is a bit of a reaction to that. But Tesla, on the other hand, did end up in the red, but just barely, down 0.95%. So if I bring up the one-day chart, we can see that we ran up to 1,113. We dropped to 1,056. Then we kind of traded sideways from there, began to consolidate a little bit right over here, and we closed at $1,084 a share. Once again, not really a bad day, so to speak, because we were barely down 1%, less than 1% actually. So it's not anything to be too concerned about. But overall, it is still a red day, and there is some things we have to look at. So looking at this right over here, we did touch the lower band for the large majority of the day. High volatility in the very beginning, but then we had this big drop right over here before we began to consolidate a little bit. And then right here, you can see we closed around the mean price, which I just think is a pretty decent closing. And it wasn't necessarily a strong closing, which means that Tesla can continue to go sideways for the rest of the week, as I told you guys before. Now, let's look at the CCI real quick. For those of you who don't know, this is just comparing it to the average price from the past. And right now, it's still a little bit down right now compared to before because of this drop right over here. That means that Tesla does have room to run up again if the market allows it. Remember that, if the market allows it to. Because right now, Tesla being in the red is not entirely its fault. There were some pieces of news that are a little bit concerning that came out involving Tesla, but the large majority of the pieces of news and updates are absolutely fantastic, and almost nothing that Tesla did was wrong. They've done almost everything right. This is mainly because of the market, the fears and uncertainty and doubt, and all those things like that. Now, when it comes to the MACD, we can see right over here, it still is a little bit in the red, which means we could drop just a little bit, but RSI is remaining a little bit stagnant, but a little bit down compared to before at 46.94. So what I do see happening, guys, it is possible we could see a little bit more red from here, but Tesla's gaining stronger support. The MACD is not necessarily too bad right now, but right now, this is once again not entirely Tesla's fault. This is because of the overall market. And like I told you guys before, I'm still very bullish for this company. I see Tesla breaking $2, $3, $4, $5, $10,000 a share in the upcoming years. Once again, I'm not scared. I'm not worried, because I am still happy about the long term, and this could be a very good buying opportunity for people who have not bought enough Tesla shares yet, or if you really want to get in. Now, before I go into more detail about the future, let's just go over some other things that we have to pay attention to. Look at this right over here. The fear and greed index went up compared to yesterday. Before it was much lower and people were more scared. So today people are becoming a little bit more comfortable and less panicky, so to speak. So that is a good sign. And I really hope that this continues to keep on moving this in this direction before people start buying again, before another recovery starts. So let me go on with what the news is saying. And we do have some very good things. So I did mention this yesterday in my previous video, but the news is finally starting to report it. And that is the fact that Tesla is officially moved to Texas. Their headquarters are officially filed in Texas, according to the SEC. Very good sign, guys, and it makes me very excited for what's going to come. And we could already know why they're doing this. This is obviously in their own interest, and that makes me very excited. So I did talk more about this yesterday, but I'm just reporting this because the news is finally mentioning this a lot more. So now I'm going to talk about this right over here. Tesla has announced an all-electric 1900 CyberQuad for kids. It starts shipping in December. This is what they look like. They look just like the Cybertruck, except they're ATVs, and they look very, very cool. I mean, this is a really cool thing I was talking about, as this does involve Tesla being a big brand. Absolutely awesome and fantastic. Elon Musk tweeted about this too, guys. We have some very cool things to talk about as well. So before I do, talk more about the news, there are some Elon Musk tweets that involve the news, and I need you guys to pay very close attention to them. Elon Musk tweeted a couple of days ago, actually, and I want to bring this up because some news came out involving this. He tweeted that, "Oh man, this year has been a supply chain nightmare and it's not over yet. I will provide an updated products roadmap on the next earnings call," which would be in January, I believe. But my point is, even though this has been a tough year for Tesla, their numbers are not reflecting that. They're absolutely crushing their revenue, their earnings, and everything like that. So they're still doing extremely well. But Elon Musk is still letting us know that there are some supply chain issues that we have to pay attention to. And here's another example of that. So this may have been another contributing factor to Tesla being in the red today, just barely in the red. It states right over here that Tesla says it needs graphite from China for batteries. It requires a tariff waiver. So this does go into a lot of details about the tariffs that did come out for China, and it's becoming a little bit difficult to actually supply these for Tesla, but that's not anything to be too concerned about. I'm sure they're going to somehow, figure this out and negotiate their way through this. I'm very confident Tesla is going to get past this, but this is something that right now could be a little bit concerning for the short term for investors, and that may play somewhat of a role, but I'm not necessarily too scared right now. I know Tesla is going to overcome this. I know that they did mention that no company in the US is currently producing enough artificial graphites to the required specifications, and right now, guys, like I said, I know they're going to get through this. I'm not scared whatsoever right now. I definitely know they're going to get through this, but this was a piece of news that did come out, and this may have affected Tesla. So I also want to note this right over here. Elon Musk has another great update right over here. It states that the new solar roof tiles can deliver a 22% increase in power, resulting in more energy offset. So remember a couple of days ago, I was showing you Elon Musk's Twitter. I kept on telling you that he keeps on tweeting about the sun over and over and over again. Well, now they have new solar roof tiles that could be 22% more efficient. Absolutely awesome piece of news. Elon Musk retweeted this, and that to me is something awesome for Tesla because, once again, the thing people forget, Tesla is not just a battery company, it's not just a car company, it's an energy company too. So this is a very big update. I think this could improve their revenue. It can improve a lot of things for the company, and that can make investors more and more confident and excited. So we can see better quarterly earnings reports because of this, and that's a very good sign for the company. It builds its fundamentals, and they're also improving their brand simultaneously. Now, right over here, there is another supply chain issue though involving this. So this is just a temporary thing. This isn't anything that I'm too concerned about, but Electric did report that Tesla's having issues getting hands on solar panels, delay of some projects. Once again, I'm not scared whatsoever. It's just a small delay right over here amidst the global supply crisis that's going on right now. But once again, for the short term, is this concerning? Maybe a little bit, but for the long term, they're going to get past this very quickly. I'm not scared whatsoever. I think 2022 is going to be a better year in terms of supply chain and all the things that they're trying to build, especially considering the fact that they are opening 2 new factories very, very soon from Texas to Berlin. I mean, this company is still crushing it. There's so many good catalysts out there. And then this brings me to this tweet right over here. Elon Musk was liking all these tweets. This is the CyberQuad for kids. It's cost $1,900, which I just think is a pretty good deal. It looks really, really cool, and that makes me very excited. But remember, it does lift only 150 pounds. So a lot of people that are adults necessarily can't really ride tried it, but that's still, it doesn't matter too much to me because I do think that they're going to announce and release bigger ones in the future. But right now, it's really cool. So Elon Musk was liking all these tweets. He's letting you guys know all these things. And this is what it looks like on their product page on the Tesla official website. And it's out of stock right now. It appears that they sold out. These are electric, I believe. They use lithium ion batteries and they could go up to 15 miles, which I think is really cool. They're really good for kids. I mean, to me, it's just a really cool idea that they came up with, and it's very, very awesome. I'm very excited for what they're going to come out with in the future because we could see bigger ones for adults coming out quite soon. So they already sold out. Once again, more proof of how convicted this brand is and how awesome it is. So the last thing I'm going to talk about is another thing Elon Musk tweeted about. It states right over here, according to Sawyer Merritt, it states that more Tesla stock traded on that day than any stock has ever been traded on a single trading day. The average volume right now is 22 million. The volume on December 21st, 2020 was 222 million. LOL. So he's basically talking about the time when Tesla was traded, when it hit the S&P 500, and they are talking about how crazy that was. And Elon Musk responded with the fire emoji. So he's just putting it out there that he's actively involved in the community and very, very excited for the future, because I think that Tesla could see a spike in trading volume when big catalysts come, but we're still waiting for that. So what do I see happening to Tesla for the short term and long term? For the short term, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a little bit of downside if we test the support we have at 1056 again. And I do want to note that we could see more consolidation at a little bit lower ranges, and that's because of the fact that there were some supply chain issues and the fact that there is a huge negative catalyst. That's the bigger issue, and that is the fact that there's uncertainty associated with the variant of the virus, and also because of what Jerome Powell has been saying. So these are things that are out of Tesla's control. And like I told you, the large majority of things bringing Tesla down are not Tesla's fault. It's because of the overall market. However, I do think Tesla's going to bounce back very quickly when we start to bounce back. I do see that coming. Maybe I don't know exactly when, and that's the main thing. There's so much uncertainty. I don't know how the news is going to report this. I don't know. I don't even know if there are going to be more lockdowns in the USA, guys. I can't promise you that there will be or there won't be. I just don't really know how this is going to affect Tesla and the overall stock market. But the thing to remember, if you're holding Tesla, you have to remember, we're not just in this for the short term. We're not just in this for what's going to happen tomorrow or the next few weeks. For the long term, I'm still very, very bullish, and I know this thing is going to recover. We're going to see all-time highs most likely next year. And in the upcoming years, I see this thing breaking many, many thousands of dollars a share, if not $2, $3, $4, $5, $10,000 a share. I mean, this thing is going to crush it for the long-term future. And I do see a very good recovery, if anything, perhaps in the next upcoming weeks, if not months. It's just that for the really short-term time frame, for the next few weeks, I'm not quite sure how this is going to play out. We could see a little bit downside, and I want you guys to be prepared for it in case it does happen that way. But like I said, I'm not concerned because I know by next year, by early next year, by the next upcoming years, this thing is just going to crush it. So I'm not worried whatsoever what happens in the short term. I'm still very, very bullish. And I know it hurts you guys for me to say this news, but to me, it's nothing to be too worried about. Tesla is still a brilliant company. They have awesome fundamentals and major, major catalysts coming. I'm still very, very bullish for the long term. With that said and done, guys, thank you for listening. Have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you on the next video. I still believe Tesla's going to go to the moon and recover eventually. Just give it the time it needs, and this thing is going to kill it. Thank you. Take care. Stay strong, and never give up on your dreams. And peace out.